Hey, Jacob. We got support from Jacob right off the bat. Always happy to see that. Give me a second, guys. Bringing up my desktop. Petting my cat. One of my cats. Let's see. Theme drops his link. He is going live at 7:30, guys. So if you get an opportunity,
Chevy trucks with power you can.
sorry, guys. That's for my channel. If you get a chance, come on by. Hang out with Theme. Support him on his live stream. He's got a birthday coming up. Not too far down the line. And he will be heading to Disney World and Disney Adventure, right? Jacob says, thank you, my friend. Appreciate you guys being here when I came in. It's always nice to have to see friends, like right when you do a live stream. Let's see. Give me a second. So, I talked in my second live stream of the day, afternoon live stream, just a few hours ago. I talked a bit about, maybe more than a bit. I talked about my drunken years. We can call it a lost decade. It really, truly was a decade of drinking. Let's see. Theme says, yes, Disneyland. I think I said Disney World. I apologize. And DCA in 28 days, November 5 through the 9th, my birthday trip. I'm excited for you, man. I know how much it means to you. So, I talked about how I had that epiphany when I was drinking. One day, given a clear choice, if I wanted to, I never had to take another drink again. The road to that epiphany was a lifetime in the making. From being just a kid and reading books on yoga for some strange reason to in the early 80s, Grateful Dead concerts, plant medicine, uh, exploring different layers and levels of consciousness to the mid 80s, reading Carlos Castaneda and really being interested in exploring those depths of consciousness even more. Getting serious about meditation about 1990 or so. And I knew, man, something in me knew. I started drinking heavily in like 1989. 1990, 1991, it was just getting more into full bloom to really peak. Um, well, I don't know if it ever peaked, it just increased and then stopped. But somehow, when I first started drinking, I intuitively knew I needed some kind of an anchor, or I wasn't going to survive my own worst instinct of not wanting to survive. So, because I had that interest in different forms of consciousness and yoga, because I had experimented with meditation uh, through some of the 80s, I turned to meditation again, but wanted to commit myself to a practice. However, um, meditation teachers, especially at that time, I could have went to Transcendental Meditation, which was very expensive and still is expensive. Worth it if you have the money. I teach a Vedic mantra meditation method that is extremely, it comes from the same ocean of Vedic lore as Transcendental Meditation. Primordial sound meditation is what I practice. I started practicing that around 1997 and then became a teacher. Um, it was founded by Deepak Chopra. But I went to the bookstore everywhere I looked, if I talked to Buddhist teachers, if I read a Buddhist book, they would basically say the same, that you really can't learn meditation through a book. I picked up a book called Meditation by Agnatha Simple title, Meditation. Nowadays it's called Passage Meditation. Hey, Skeeter. How are you, my friend? You going live tonight, Skeeter? I think I heard you say on and if it is possible that you were going to go live at 7. Let's see. Give me a second, guys. Theme says hey to Skeeter, and Physimides says hello. Hello, my friend. How are you? Skeeter says, yes, sir, 7 p.m. Eastern Pennsylvania. Man, I can't tell you how much I love Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania is more than a state. It's a state of mind, honestly. Man, if I hadn't grown to dislike winter so much, I'd be tempted to move back to Pennsylvania in an instant. Especially my family territory up in north central Sullivan County. I was born in Allegheny County, western PA. That's where my mom grew up. My mom was born. My dad was born in north central Pennsylvania, Sullivan County, where our family dates back to the very early 1700s, 1710 or something like that. And it's a huge family. My grandfather was a forest ranger there. When I was 15, I moved up there to live with a cousin and work in her farm. It's been 7-8 months there because I wanted to basically roam the woods. But I was kind of a bad influence on her son, who was my age, because I wasn't going to school. And my cousin said, we'd love to have you stay. You're like a son, even though you're my cousin, you're like a son, but you're a bad influence. You need to go to school or you got to move back home. And I didn't want to go. I didn't want to go to school. Let's see. I believe that's Russian, right? But other than that, I don't know what it is. Physimind says, do you listen to music? I do listen to music. Quite a bit of music. Says, I'll try to do my PhD from UPenn. Nice. What do you want to do your, what are you going to school for? My dad did some courses at UPenn, but he graduated from California University, which is actually in Pennsylvania. It's a teacher's college in Western Pennsylvania. Asia says, howdy all. Hey, Asia. Fifth of Mind says, condensed matter physics. Wow. That's an awesome subject. I love reading books on quantum physics. I'm going to be honest with you. When I read it, I don't understand anything I'm reading. But as I read, I sort of feel like I'm hearing the story of me. I'm hearing the story of the universe itself, of which I am an intimate part of. Reading quantum physics is akin to reading a spiritual autobiography. But I don't understand it. It's just that heart sense. Does that make sense? Physics is love. Physics is heart. I agree. It just makes you feel so much a part of the world. You're not separate from any of it. That's why so many of the great early quantum physicists were literally mystics. They might not have described themselves that way. Some of them might have. Wolfgang Pauli might have described himself. that way. Many of them stood Oppenheimer, studied the Bhagavad Gita. Let's see, Asia says, hope all is well, Eric. Thank you, Asia. I hope all is well with you too, my friend. Let's see, Ella Fenman. He was someone else who, such a great teacher. I like John Wheeler quite a bit. And again, all of them had a deeply mystical side. Not God in the religious sense, but God in the sense of ultimate intelligence. Let's see, Jacob dropped some links. So I was talking a bit about meditation. And I was talking about how in about 1990, 1991, knowing I needed some kind of anchor in order to survive, unable to find a teacher, I picked up a book by Eknath Easwaran titled Meditation. And every other book I've read said, here's a book about meditation, but it won't teach you how to meditate because that's beyond what a book can teach. This book said, the author began with, I suppose you picked up this book because you want to learn how to meditation. So let's begin how to learn meditation. And then like that, in the first chapter, the first paragraph, he teaches you how to meditate. Absolutely amazing. The book was called Meditation. Now it's called Passage Meditation. Highly recommend it if you want to learn to meditate as well. It has a 8-point program to follow that has been a point of timeless wisdom for me. See if I can find it. And you can actually go to his website, Blue Mountain Center of Meditation, and everything you need to learn to meditate is there. This is an 8-point program. Then I'll dive back in. Let's see. Visamind says people really need meditation these days. I agree. And you know what? I really think for the condition the world is in right now, that this might be one of the simplest, easiest, and most profound ways of meditating that people can do. It's called passage meditation because you take a spiritual passage from a spiritual classic, the Bhagavad Gita, the Upanishads, the Bible, a prayer that has stood the test of time. He recommends you start with the prayer of St. Francis, because prayer of St. Francis, think about this. Let me read it real quick. Hey, Daisy. How are you, my friend? Let's see. Fizimine says, Oppenheimer, I have mixed feelings about him. What are the mixed feelings? Runner Boy says, did you like my punching bag work from earlier? I need to watch the whole thing, Runner Boy. I will do that. I will watch. Hey, Easy, how are you? Fuzimai says, why do we even create a weapon of mass destruction? I agree. Of course, we could say in the time that Germany was working on one at the same time, and it was imperative that we had one as well. But man, look what it triggered. Daisy says, good afternoon, Yogi. Good afternoon to you, my friend. Let's see. Theme Park says, hey, Daisy May. So you take a spiritual passage. He recommends starting with the prayer of St. Francis. What an amazing prayer to have this time, right now. I liken it to spiritual technology. This is the prayer. When you meditate on it, you do it very slow. One word dropping in as if you're dropping a pebble into a still pool of water, letting it vibrate. You literally become what you meditate upon. So we meditate on this. Lord, Make me an instrument of thy peace. Where there is hatred, let me sow love. Where there is injury, pardon. Where there is doubt, faith. Where there is despair, hope. Where there is darkness, light. Where there is sadness, joy. O divine Master, grant that I may not so much seek to be consoled as to console, to be understood as to understand, to be loved as to love. For it is in giving that we receive, it is in pardoning that we are pardoned, it is in dying to self that we are born to eternal life. If we become what we meditate on, and we meditate upon that, here's what you do. Close your eyes. Sit in a straight back chair. You don't need to be in a yogic position. Relax. Relax your temple, relax your jaw, relax your shoulders, relax your chest, your arms, your legs. Your hands are simply on your lap. You can have it palms up if you want. You can have it in the Vishnana Mudra, or you can just flat on your lap. Breathe. Just watch the breath. Don't do anything special. It's not a breath meditation. Just watch it go in, watch it go out. And then you begin, Lord, make me an instrument at the pace that's comfortable with you. Each word slowly, slowly, slowly drop it in. So you want to memorize the prayer. And if you go again to the site, Blue Mountain Press, then you can get it right there. When your mind wanders, and it will, because it always does, that's the nature of the mind. We're training the mind to be one-pointed in attention, an important principle in yoga. So when the mind wanders, you'll recognize, oops, I'm supposed to be thinking the passage. And you come back. But here's the thing. If your mind wanders greatly, you bring it back to the beginning. Not as punishment, but sort of as a way to return, just to return, and you come back. Now, if it's only a slight wandering of the mind, a different thought, no need to do that. But when you go completely off course, gently and easily and patiently, because we are teaching ourselves to be gentle, easy, and patient, you come back to the top of the prayer and you start again. If you only make it halfway before time runs out, and he recommends 30 minutes once a day, you could start 10 minutes twice a day, 20 minutes once a day, 15 minutes once a day. The thing is, start meditating, get the benefits of it now. And that's it. You get to, if you make it to the end of the prayer, just start over. Eventually you can learn more, others, or you could work with this for a lifetime, which I basically have. This was my first organized meditation. Later, like I said, I started practicing mantra meditation, very similar to transcendental meditation, and I became a teacher. I always return to this because my goal, I want to be an instrument of peace. I want to sow love when there is hatred. I want to forgive when there is injury. I want to give people faith over doubt. I want to offer people hope over despair. I want to be light within the darkness. And I want to offer people joy over sadness. My only goal, truly. Let's see. Daisy says, very well, thanks. And thanks to Jacob. Mind says, we'll try it out before my study sessions. Hey, let me know how it works for you, my friend. I looked at your channel. Man, I like the fact that you are going to be a great physicist and you're very much into fitness, my friend. That's awesome. Buddha, my friend, how are you? Buddha says, hey, Yogi, in the background eating dinner. I appreciate that, Buddha. Hope all is well with you, Yogi. It is. I hope all is well with you too, my friend. Jacob drops a link for Buddha. Buddha says, how are you, Brother Jacob? I got Brother Brian Lane up playing. just dropped a video, 100 Navy SEALs, and he has sinus issues too. So I'm going to try also, but might do regular burpees. Brian is a monster for sure. So if anyone is thinking, man, Eric talks a lot about meditation, talks about the benefits of it, I really would like to start. 2 things. Send me an email. I will teach you mantra meditation absolutely for free. I will teach you breath work absolutely for free. I'm actually already right now working with 2 YouTube friends that reached out. Both people who come at 5 a.m. If you wanted to donate, that's fine. Donate $1. I think of everything as a donation. You guys are donating me your time, your attention. It's very much appreciated. Or I'll teach you absolutely for free. Or if you want to immediately, right now, start to meditate, Prayer of St. Francis, Blue Mountain Center of Meditation. They will teach you right there, just reading a little bit. You can listen to the prayer. This is Ignatius
The
Ward.
prayer of St. Francis. Lord, make me an instrument of thy peace. Where there is hatred, let me sow love. Where there is injury, pardon. Where there is doubt, faith. Where there is despair, hope. Where there is darkness, light. Where there is sadness, joy. O Divine Master, grant that I may not so much seek to be consoled as to console.
That's the voice of Ignatius Warren. He was East Indian, came to the United States in 1958 with the Fulbright Scholarship to teach American or English literature, of all things. But then he started teaching classes on the Bhagavad Gita. But he was a mystic across all bounds. Easy says, Eric, I love the PDF so much that I just bought Course of Miracles from Amazon. Thank you so much for opening my mind up in many ways. Man, it has been a constant companion with me, traveling from home to home to home. Since I think it was, I probably bought this 1993. I first read about the course 1988, 1989. It can be daunting. Hey, man, I will guide you through to my understanding as much as possible. The reason why it's daunting is the course asks you to, it's a course in miracles. And a miracle, according to the course, is when we are willing and able to turn our every single issue over to the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit is our intermediary between where we are in this world and where we truly are in heaven. See, the Course tells us, and it's very similar to Maya in Buddhism and yoga. The world is an illusion. We are actually, as the Course says, in Genesis, it says that, and God caused Adam to fall into a deep sleep. And yet nowhere in the entirety of the Bible does it say that Adam ever woke up. So Adam is the primordial us, representing all of us. We are an idea in the mind of God who dreamed that we are separate from that mind. And in that tiny thought of separation, the world has split into what we are experiencing right now. Maya, illusion, illusory. Within the dream, it feels very real. If I drop an imaginary brick, as we know, a brick isn't really a brick. Without the label, it's just something. But then you examine it under a very powerful microscope, and you see that it is a collection of molecules, and a collection of atoms and a collection of particles that are somehow pulled together to form what we call a brick. It's mainly empty space, 99.99 something. I bet you our friend Physio could probably describe this much, much better than me. But if I drop that imaginary illusory brick on my toe, it's going to hurt an awful lot. Doesn't make it any less illusory. So our goal in life is to awaken from the dream. But first, what we want to do is dream a happier dream. And we do that through forgiveness. We awaken from the dream through forgiveness. We dream a happier dream through forgiveness. Forgiveness is recognition that there is no time. There's a line that says, the one wholly true thing that one can say about the past is that it's not here. It's not here. It means everything's already forgiven. We just don't recognize it. Forgiveness is a recognition that the past is not here. We all reside within original innocence. That's why it tells us not to seek to change the world, but seek to change our perception of the world. Do not seek to change our behavior, but seek to change the cause of all of our behavior. Because as we are dreaming the illusory world, we feel guilty that we believe that we are separate from God, separate from the essence, separate from each other. So we have a lot of guilt. And in that guilt, there's a lot of fear. And we're projecting that fear out into the world, and that's the world that we are perceiving. So in order to perceive another world, we forgive not the effects, not all the stuff that people do. We go to the cause. The cause is fear. The fear is within us. If it's within us, it's within everyone else too. So we forgive the fear that's within us, and that changes our perception, and we start to extend love instead of project fear. And the world changes with us. Let's see. Buddha says, thanks, brother. I might drop video because I really don't feel well. What's that I hear? Be careful because you're coming down on spiritual channels. In the description, add the information so they can't do anything to you. I learned from that super chat. What do you mean? I'm not sure I understand what you mean. I mean, I guess YouTube will do what YouTube does. I mean, that's basically the channel that I am, so. Buddha says, I might be able to get that on Kindle. Jacob says, oh, well, YouTube getting strict. That's a weird thing to get strict on, isn't it? Let's see. Buddha says, yes, Brother Jacob. Is why we need to put in description where we get that info. And things Alexa said and confirmed that we are controlled. That was a controlled cloud-created storm that hit Asheville, North Carolina. Buddha says, so if I go live today, Jacob, might be discuss the facts and awaken the world. Buddha says, had a theme. Buddha says, Sharon, I don't know if I did, but did again. Oh, I appreciate it. Both times, Buddha. Ian says, well said, Eric. Thank you. And how are you, my friend? Buddha says, what you played and the information. Oh, on meditation. Yep. The name of the book is Passage Meditation. It's a beautiful book. Easy says, if they do anything to Eric's channel because of spiritual content, we will all get him, help him get it back. Thank you, Easy. I appreciate that. Jacob says, I'll definitely be there, Sister Buddha. Jacob does not miss a live stream. He is there for everyone. Buddha says, you just added in the description because they don't want no one discussing spiritual stuff. And a lot of my friends got shut down. So it's crazy what's going on. Yes, just add those details in the description. I don't really do descriptions much. I guess I should. Ian says, I'm going well. Eric, it's a nice morning here. It's coming up on summertime for you guys, right? But if they're cracking down on spiritual channels, and you put, I'm a spiritual channel, doesn't that mean that they're going to be cracking down on you? Buddha says there's only 2 of us left, and me either. I don't do descriptions. I just go live. Yeah, that's basically what I do. I do the hashtags. Occasionally, I might put something. Easy says YouTube is not the free speech platform it was 15 years ago. Man, I don't know if there's any free speech platform any longer. Everyone has an agenda. Everyone is pushing some type of agenda, some type of I'm afraid it all comes down to politics, it seems, right? Which is why when people come in and talk politics, I generally say, I don't talk politics. Politics is another it's another made-up thing. It's not an actual thing. I mentioned this in the afternoon live stream, that no neurosurgeon can operate on a brain and find a Democrat or find a Republican. You're not going to find any Republican center in a person. You're not going to find any Democrat center in a person. It doesn't truly exist. We made it all up, and we've given it so much weight, we're actually willing to kill people over something that we've made up. 99% of the people who are Democrats because their parents and grandparents were Democrats. 99% of the people who are Republicans because their parents were Republicans. Have you ever given any thought of why we are anything? Why are we voting for someone? Because they dislike the same people that we dislike? Because they make a promise about something that we know deep down inside they're not going to be able to keep? I'm not saying don't vote. I'm not saying don't be politically astute. But have the politics of love. This is why a little while back I said I am refusing all invitations to join anything. I will not join a side. I'm not going to join a side to hate against another side. I am not going to accept an invitation to exclude my channel from anyone. If I really want to live my life the way I want to live my life, it means I need to be completely honest with myself and surrender all that stuff. To stop playing the game. And it is a game. But it's a convincing game. And we were told from birth that we are expected to play this game so well, we don't even realize that we made it all up. I get a thumbs up from Daisy May. Thank you, Daisy. Let's see. Buddha says, I don't care if they go after me. My other friend doesn't care. Free speech is Rumble. I've had a few friends who said they might be going to Rumble. Buddha says, YouTube tripping with this AI scanning us, so I'm just doing burpees and very smart. I agree highly. Buddha says, Bumblebee T, are you here? I haven't seen Bumblebee today. But she might show up. Easy says, Twitter is a bit too much free speech, to be honest. I've seen grotesque things there. without even searching for it. That's why I deleted it. I generally use Twitter to share my writing, but I don't really spend time there. Ian says, yes, we'll have having a hot summer this year. Usually the temps range from 28 to 40 degrees Celsius. It's the humidity that's worse here, plus bushfires. Yeah, we have our share of fires in the West, especially. We are heading towards, man, I guess we're getting to be close to the middle of autumn now. Buddha says, Yogi, oh my God, have you ever heard of Monty Martin? He is awesome. Oh my God, I won one handpan. He plays beautiful. I haven't heard, but hey, I'm going to check him out. That's a high and enthusiastic recommendation from Buddha. Nightmare says, guess who just arrived to save the day? Runner Boy. Eric Lapointe. How many guesses do I get? Just who arrived to save the day? Buddha's already here. Easy's already here. Ian and Daisy. Man, I can't. Oh, Jacob's here. I can't think of who it might be. Of course I know who it is. It's Rumble. Rumble always saves the conversation. Buddha says, you've all been on Rumble for almost 2 years. Nightmare says, they banned Rumble in the UK. Surprise, surprise. Why did they do that? Buddha says, I wanted to tell Bumblebee about a beautiful frequency music I found by Handpin Music. Malte Martin. Before I forget, I wanted to share that with you and her. So if you can tell her. I will tell her. I'm going to write that down. Malte Martin. And hey, if she shows up and you are live streaming, I'll send her on over to you. We get Buddha support. Thank you, Buddha. Nightmare says, dictatorship government is my guess. Jacob says, hey, sister. Buddha drops the link for Buddha Trendings. Nightmare says, it's me, Eric. I showed up to save the day. Me. Whew. So that's who it is. That's a relief. I'll be honest, man. I was floundering. Didn't know what to say next. I'm giving Nightmare full credit here, guys. He knows how to make me smile when he comes in. Buddha's laughing with Nightmare. Hey, Castle, how are you? Castle says, good day, Yogi. Hope you're not in the path of Hurricane Milton. Stay safe, everyone. Thank you, Castle. Much appreciated. I am not. I'm mid-Atlantic. Every once in a while, we get one swing up here, up through the Chesapeake Bay. But by the time it hits here, almost all the time, it's fairly weaker. Not always. I'm not sure where you are, Castle, but you too. Stay safe, my friend. Mi Vida Loca. I just love saying that channel. Mi Vida Loca says Buddha love and Jacob love. Mi Vida Loca says we are all one. I agree. Absolutely. Hey, Castle. If you're still here, I want to tell you that I appreciate your support, my friend. Nightmare says, as long as I can make someone smile, then my existence isn't completely useless. Your existence is not at all completely useless. I'm going to go so far, Nightmare, to say that you are essential. All of us are. You just heard our friend Buddha, Mi Vida Loca, say we are all one. If we are all one, and that's truly so from a quantum physics perspective, as well as from a spiritual perspective, that means nothing cannot be not essential. Nothing cannot be non-essential. Is that too many negatives? Let's sum it up. We are all essential. Maybe making someone smile, maybe making me smile, is like the most essential thing in the universe. Because what if I go on feeling good because Nightmare made me smile, and I make someone else smile, and they make someone else smile, and they make someone else smile? Never underestimate the power of a smile. It's a true gift. Let's see. Harsh Singh says, "Hey, bro, if you know you're capable to do what you want to do, but still you are not doing. If you know you're capable to do what you want to be, but still you are not doing." Interesting. You want to expound upon that, any? Council says Milton is category 5. Looks like it's heading for Tampa Bay. I got some friends on the ocean side in Florida. Man, Florida has been hit hard this year, this hurricane season. All of the southern states have been hit hard. Silence is my virtue says, "Be right back." We got a heart from Nightmare. Jacob says, "Buddha support and Jacob support." So you might know Jacob, his other channel, his workout channel, which is also a great support channel. But Jacob created this channel just to help people. I think of that and I think, how absolutely amazing is it? Someone creates a channel just to help people, just to be support. That's what Buddha does. That's what Walking with Goldie does. Silence says, "All you need is to walk by faith, not by sight." I like that. We could say that faith is our true sight. Hey, Easy, I don't know if you're still here. I'm really looking forward to you diving into the course. Nightmare says, "I guess my purpose is to save live streams. Not the best thing in the world, but hey, someone's got to do it, right?" Hey, you know what? Let's suppose that's true. And let's suppose that in the course of an hour, I say one thing, just one thing, that helps someone. One small, simple sentence. And someone goes, "I needed to hear that." If you save this live stream, you're responsible for that one sentence being said and helping that one person. Or, hey, Nightmare, you've made people laugh here consistently. Again, that's no small thing. That's huge. If you can make one person feel good about themselves, one person, you've saved the entire world. That's how essential everyone is. That's how essential you are and what you do. Hey, Confident, how are you, my friend? Confident says, "Nightmare support done." Theme says, "Hey, be confident. I'm taking my little herbal supplement." Be Confident says, "Silence the religious." I think she'd probably categorize herself as spiritual. She is a Qigong master. Confident says, "I'm not going to talk about my religion now." Nightmare says, "Thank you to Confident." Let's see. Confident says, "My Jesus is supportive of everyone." Well, there you go. Is there anything more we need to know? I don't think so. Honestly, I think that's all we need to know. Course in Miracles tells us that we are here for one reason only: to awaken. And as we awaken, the world awakens with us. What are we awakening to? We are awakening to love, unconditional, true love. And we do that through the practice of forgiveness. So if you are extending love in even a small way by making someone smile, a smile is one of the, a true smile from the heart is one of the purest messages of love that you can give someone. Have you ever been reassured by a smile from a friend, from a parent, from a loved one? Have you ever had woke up as a kid, as a child, from a nightmare, and you wake up because you're being shook and you see very gently, you see a gentle smile of love on the face of a father or a mother? You can give that same love to anyone. Confident says, can't stay. I'll see you later today or tomorrow. Bye. Well, thanks for stopping by, Confident. Much appreciated. Theme says, hi, Nightmare. Just subscribe to you. Confident says, I love everyone. Me too. Ian says, a smile is golden. A laugh is great medicine. It is. And as well, as Ian knows certainly better than I do, music. Music is definitely medicine. And imagine making musical instruments, which is what our friend Ian does, that can be played to bring that smile on someone's lips. That's a true gift. Eric Point says, hello, Yogi in chat. What's up, Eric? Eric Point says, is Nightmare here? Otherwise, I'm out. Nightmare, did you hear that? Once again, you saved the live stream. Because if Eric Lapointe wasn't here, I'd shut everything down immediately. And Eric Lapointe said, if Nightmare isn't here, then he's leaving. He's out. So truly, once again, Nightmare saved the live stream. It says, absolutely 100% music. Sometimes I wonder, man, could the perfect song save the world? Perfect song. Man, what is it from Bach that they say is the perfect frequency? Literally the language of God. I don't remember what it is, so I'm going to have to look that up. Imagine if we had 1 hour. Imagine if we had a minute, or the length of that piece across the world. What would happen if we all vibrated at the level, the frequency of that song? I'm going to look that up. Ian might know right off the bat. Jacob drops a link for Eric Lapointe. Nightmare says, Lapointe, don't worry, I'm here. Whew, that was close. Man, emergency averted. I haven't been that scared since the last... I don't know. Probably haven't been that last scared since the last wombat sighting. Leo says, much love, Brother Yogi. Share some words of self-accountability, my guy. Would love to hear some good wisdom. Interesting. Words of accountability. Well, here's the thing about accountability, Leo. You're only accountable to yourself. Hey, Austin. You are only accountable to yourself. No one else. Which you could view as a relief. I'm not letting anyone down. However, if you let yourself down, you're letting down the entire world. Literally. This was what we were talking about with Nightmare. How essential all of us are. It's essential for you to show up. You're showing your kids, you're showing your family, your wife, your friends, your neighbor. You're showing the YouTube community. I'm the guy that shows up. I don't always want to show up. I don't always feel good. I sometimes I can't even physically do the stuff that I want to do, but nonetheless I show up and I do it. That's it. One of my very first meditation teachers talked about meditating before dawn, 3 o'clock in the morning, which I do. And he said to show up, just put one foot on the floor. Don't even have to roll all the way out of bed. Give the intent. It all comes down to intent. You are showing the universe that through my intent, that becomes so powerful, because now you know, not just working out, you can show up for anything. You can show up for anything. I hope that helps a little bit, Leo. Because you know what? No one shows up like Leo shows up. No one. Austin says, Eric the Point says, well, Austin said, hi, Eric. I want to get the hi first. Austin, my friend, how are you? Eric the Point says, Moon over Miami said that YouTube made it so you can click on links on vertical lives. So everyone can? Hey, T. Buddha was here, and she said that she bought a healing frequency, or listened to a healing frequency music by Malte Martin. She'll be going live in a bit. Man, my handwriting is so bad. I wrote it down when I was listening to Buddha, and now I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, man, what the heck did I write? Leo says, thank you, brother. You're absolutely welcome, my friend. Also says, I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. Theme says, just sub to Bumblebee. Thank you, Theme Park. Hey, guys, remember, Theme's going to be live at 7:30. If you want to drop you a link again for some new people, Theme, feel free. If you all just put out something that you're proud of, or if you're going live sometime soon, drop you a link, guys. Let's see. Ian says, oops. Sorry, guys. Bach, well tempered, Clayer. No, I pronounced that wrong. If that was playing all around the world at the same time, would be unique. What do you think? Would we have a collective healing? I'd love to try. I would love to try to have a collective healing. I typed the name in there, Bumblebee. MALTE-MARTIN. Yogi, is that handpan music? I believe it is, as I'm sure I'm sub to Malti. She was highly recommending it. Stuart the Fish Whisperer is here. Stuart was dropping some deep esoteric knowledge in his live stream about the humble beginnings of chickens, which came before the egg. Evolution says that eggs probably came first because chickens, through evolution, came from lizards, reptiles. Reptiles come from eggs, and each evolutionary phase is just a slight deviance from before. So, but, you know what? I'm going with Stuart. I'm going with Stuart the Fish Whisperer. He's a man of deep intuitive knowledge. So how are you, Stuart? Hey, speaking of our fishing friends, at 7 Skeeter is going to be live. If you guys can swing over and give him some support too. Skeeter has hit the 500. Eric says, Stuart brother. Eric says, hey Ian. I don't like seeing Ian without a wrench. Don't like seeing him not dressed in blue. Stuart says, hello everyone. Stuart says, hello Eric brother. Theme drops his link. So he will be live at 7:30, guys. T says, I'm a bit exhausted tonight. You going to be able to get some rest? Did you go shopping today? T says, hey, Lover Toy Pups. Says, hi, Eric. Hi, my Pookie. Yes, that's right, guys. You just heard me pronounce Pookie on my live stream. Something I wouldn't do. I would do it for 3 people. I would do it for Lover Toy Pups. I would do it for Eric Lapointe. I would do it for Nightmare. Those are the, well, you know what? Man, I feel like I owe it to him. I would do it for Runner Boy. I would do it for Runner Boy. All right, man, I'll confess. I would do it for all of you guys. If need be. You know what? I'm confident enough. I would step up for each and every one of you and call you Pookie if I needed to, if I had to. If it would make a difference in your life, each and every one of you would be my Pookie. That's right. I'm stepping up. I'm claiming it. Stuart says, I'm in pain from my tooth being extracted. Hey, Stuart, I'm sorry to hear that, my friend. Stuart says, thank you, brother. Sorry that you're in pain. Stuart says hi to Bumblebee. Ian says, hey, Bumble, hope you have a great week. Bumblebee says, hey, Ian, not too bad. Been out a few hours, but didn't get much support from the person paid to support. Sorry to hear that, T. So, Toy Pup says, how are you? How was your day? My day was excellent. I spent a lot of my day having Lover Toy Pups, who is still, by the way, if you go look, she's still up and running. Plus, I did listen to her live stream. It's, easy enough thing to do for people who need watch hours. Just put it up. Put it up on any device and let it run. And when it's a beautiful channel, like Lover Toy Pups, if you're at work at your desk and you have it up, you can have the sound off and you can just tune in and you see the puppies running around and you feel good. It brightens your day. I love Stuart the Fish Whisperer, always has long live streams. I can dive in anywhere. And I never miss a beat. Any place you dive in to listen to Stuart is the perfect place to be. And he has some of the best welcomes. Very sincere. If you show up, you get this very sincere welcome. If you show up for Lover Toy Pups, you'll get a song. Guaranteed. She told me it was guaranteed. You will get a song. One of my favorite things to talk about on live streams is you guys. And speaking of talking about you guys and talking about singing and a song, I would be, is it amiss? Not to mention Ian Watts and his beautiful channel. Very talented musician. T says, Ian is now a Smurf. Blue. Yes, he is. Wow, 3 root tooth at that, too. Man, that does sound painful, Stuart. T says, Yogi, yes, grocery shopping. Ian says, I'm going well here, Bumblebee. It's a nice morning, but I got some bills to pay this morning. Toy Pup says, we want to say thank you so much to Eric and his community. Thank you, Toy Pup. I gotta admit, I love being part of this community. Love the fact that the people here, for whatever reason, accepted me. Said, man, that odd sounding, weird looking, what does Levo Toy Pup say? The guy doing burpees under his basement? Decided to stick around and listen. We get some heart emojis from Love Our Toy Pups. Bumblebee says, Pookie Yogi? Pookie Yogi. I don't know. That has a nice ring to it, see? What do you think? Theme says, Toy Pups, my fellow Canadian. Stuart says, well, it needed to come out. Yeah, I guess once you're going to be more pain-free now after the initial pain wears off. Hey, so what's the follow-up, Stuart? What are they going to do? Ian says it's 18 a.m. here, Bumblebee. Jacob says, thank you for having me on your live stream once again, brother Mr. Yogi. Truly appreciate it. Much love and respect. Big salute. Big salute to you, Jacob. Thank you so much. Jacob says, many blessings to you all. So, man, speaking of community, Jacob sums it up perfectly. Jacob came in, supported everyone, dropped everyone's links, hung out, nice friendly word to say, and then what does he do when he's getting ready to leave? Thanks me for having him here. I mention that almost every night because the sheer graciousness of Jacob never fails to astound me. Silent says, Bumblebee. So, hey, Buddha's here. T. Stuart says, well, thank you, Yogi brother. Absolutely, Stuart. Buddha says, Bumblebee T, I was telling Yogi to tell you about this awesome, beautiful pan music. Love Multi Martin. Check him out. She drops the link. Ian says, you're a terrific host, Eric. Thumbs up. Keep up the great work. Man, I'll be honest with you. I don't know if I would be that good of a host if it wasn't for you guys. Seriously. You get the right people to show up. A lot of it was sheer luck. And think about that, when Eric Lapointe told me how he came here to listen. Sheer luck that it happened. And then Eric became a central part of the community. Not just an essential part of here, my channel. I mean the entire community. Eric Lapointe is everywhere. I come from Pennsylvania, way back in the backwoods, and there's a saying there, you can't shake a stick on a YouTube community without whacking Eric Lapointe on the head somewhere. It's an old country saying that we have, and it's true. Lover Toy Pup says, theme park, bonjour Pookie. I don't know why that made me smile so much, but it did. Maybe because I never thought that I would actually say bonjour Pookie in my life. Nightmare says, Jacob is cool. Be like Jacob. I agree. Lover Toy Pup says, we love Jacob. We do love Jacob. Absolutely. Honestly, I love all of you guys. Each and every one of you. T says, Bude Multi is great. I sat and listened to him about 3 days ago and enjoyed. Nice. Nightmare says, yes, I agree. Eric Lapointe is the man. He is the man, that's for sure. Lover Toy Pup says, yes, we love Eric Lapointe. We do. Some might say Eric Lapointe is the original Pookie. that all Pookiness is derived from the very heart of Eric LaPointe. The essence of Pookiness himself. I actually think, I don't know, Pookie LaPointe has a very nice ring to it. T says, I got invited over here. I didn't think it was for me. It helped so much. I was in a dark headspace. T, I cannot imagine. Obviously, there was a time before Bumblebee T. Doesn't seem like it really existed. I cannot imagine live streams without T. She's not here every single time. But she is essential and important to the times that she is here. T says, I'm doing better and here when I can be, which is much appreciated. Eric says, thanks, guys. And hey, T, I got to tell you how much I get out of our friendship. You've always been a reassuring voice for me, and I know that I can always, one, I can always turn to you. Two, you always have my back. If you see something that I need to be aware of, you send me a message. Three, you, Goldie, and Eric LaPointe always remind me to take my herbal supplement. Except for tonight. You guys kind of dropped the ball tonight. Eric LaPointe is laughing. T says, define Pookie, Yogi, please. Well, it's a term that originated with Love Our Toy Pups. So I should really turn the floor over to Love Our Toy Pups. If she would like to have a live stream where she lets all of us know the definition of Pookiness, man, I'm in. I'll be there listening. We'll bring my big little notebook and I will take notes. Hey, our good friend Mabinti is here. Mabinti, how are you? It has been a few weeks, and I hope you're doing well, my friend. Let's see. Toy Pup says, Eric, you're the Pookie of all Pookies. Well, you got to be referring to Eric LaPointe. I think Eric, like I said, Eric LaPointe is the originator of Pookiness. You know what? I might amend that. There's someone who is actually more Pookie than Eric LaPointe. And I bet you Eric LaPointe might be able to guess who that is. Give me your best guess. He's a wonderful live streamer. He is the live streamer of all live streamers. I guess I gave away the gender already. And he is the Pookiness of all Pooksters. Now, Binti is about to do her biology homework. That's great. But I can't help you. I wish I could. I did take biology in college and did quite well. T says, Babinti, make sure it's clear and legible. You'll get a lot of my connections with you. Always happy when those connections happen. Toy Pup says, like and share the live, guys, please. Thank you. Babinti says, yes. Emily says, free Palestine. You know what, Emily? I don't disagree with you. Babinti says, I'm chilling. Y'all my Pookies in this chat. Babinti, thank you for that. That's much appreciated. All right, here we go, guys. We got it in order. Toy Pup says, P, personality. L, overdose of love. L, overdose of kindness. K, kindred spirits. I, intelligent. T, toy. E, excited to be your friend. Hey, that works. I got the last part. I mixed in Bumblebee saying toy. I like that. Personality, overdose of love, overdose of kindness, kindred spirits, intelligent, excited to be your friend. Absolutely awesome. And you know what? I'm happy to be a Pookie channel. Honestly, all of those things, I don't know about personality. But hey, I definitely try to extend love, extend kindness. You guys are definitely kindred spirits. I'm a little iffy on the intelligence part, but I am excited to be your friend. T says, Toy Pups, thank you. We have defined pookiness. You're all my pookies. Eric Point says, nice. That was really cool. Awesome. So, Eric Lapointe, have you guessed who the pookiest of all could be? Let's see. Toy Pup says, we love it if you're full of personality, all of you. They certainly are. I agree. Emily says, from river to the sea. I am for freedom for everyone, Emily, for sure. I am definitely for freedom for Palestine. However, where I differ from Emily a bit is I don't really talk about it in the live stream or chat. It doesn't serve a purpose. Everyone's aware of the situation. My goal is to heal myself so that I can heal the world through my own healing. When I do that, you'll never achieve peace unless you are at peace. If you have not realized your own sense of peacefulness, if you haven't touched base with your own innate sense of unconditional love, you're not going to have it in the world. It will never, ever happen. Eric Point says, world peace starts within. 100%. That's why A Course in Miracles says, do not seek to change your world. Seek to change your perception of the world. I did, T. Thank you. Let's see. Toy Pups is laughing. Love you so much. Eric Point says, no you. Thumbs up. Goga. There is no one pookier than Goga. I wish he was here. Maybe if I stood up and said Goga 3 times while turning in a circle, always to the left, he would show up. But you know what? I'll be honest with you. I'm just too lazy to do that. T says, this isn't a political views channel, Emily. No, it isn't. And the reason being is because it's a channel that talks about love. It's a channel that talks about kindness. It's a channel that talks about peace. The ultimate politics is the politics of peace, the politics of love. Nothing else matters. If you are practicing love, you extend it to others, other people practice it, they extend it to others, and the world changes. Let's see. Toy Pup says, yes, we agree. Nightmare says, it takes a broken person to fix a broken person. It's my favorite quote lately. Let's see. Toy Pup says, it all starts within. We all look in the mirror. And here's the amazing thing. The world is our mirror. If you are seeing a lack of peace, if you're seeing discord, if you're seeing violence, that's our reflection. So what are you going to do about it? Don't go around shouting, waving a sign, giving us slogans. I'm not saying you personally, Emily. This isn't an attack on you, my friend. at all. But I'm just saying, we've done that. Everyone's done that. I've spent my time protesting stuff. It doesn't work. It never has. It never will. But as the world being your reflection, it's pointing, what do you need to change? If I'm seeing a world filled with violence, there's violence within me. Heal it. Forgive it. If I see a world that lacks love, love yourself. And then give it to the world. We receive what we give. And what we give, we receive. It's simple. Spiritual mathematics. Let's see. T says, Buddha says background. Toy Pup says, oh my God, Nightmare, that's so deep. Nightmare's a deep guy, that's for sure. T says, I was trying to find my herbal as well. My wheelchair bag because it went out. Did you find it? Toy Pup says, my boot camp instructor was a yoga teacher. Nice. Nightmare says, thank you to Toy Pups. I would love to say that I came up with it, but I found it on Google. But you remembered it, and you knew just the right time to offer it. Theme says, how's it going, Toy Pups? T says, Nightmare, very true. My friend, I was once broken, but I'm working on healing myself. I love the line from Leonard Cohen, speaking of Canada, the great Canadian songwriter. There's a crack in everything, because that's how the light gets in. Japanese Zen, they have the tradition of wabi-sabi, which is the inherent beauty in the brokenness of things. That the brokenness actually enhances the beauty. Before, when it was seemingly perfect, it lacked the thing that gives everything true beauty. You can be pretty when you were young. You become beautiful as you get older. T says, Yogi, has Noodle and Flower been around lately? Yep, they were both here over the weekend. Toy Pup says, be kind to ourselves. Yes. As Ramana Maharshi said, when he was asked, how do we treat others? And he smiled and said, there are no others. When you are kind to yourself, you have kindness to give away. Emily says, I don't care if your comments dislike me. Free Palestine, okay? I can't free Palestine. That's the point. But Emily, you could put out content. The reason you come here isn't to free Palestine. It isn't to let us know that you want Palestine to be free. You come here so that we think, look how passionate Emily is. And you are, and I applaud that. That's awesome. But man, you got a YouTube channel. You got a platform. Put your message out there and see what happens. If you put up a video with your views, I will subscribe and I'll watch. Toy Pup says, giving energy to negative gives it life. Don't give it life. Perfectly said. T says, Yoga, I took it 90 minutes behind on my schedule. Well, I'm glad you took it, though. Toy Pup says, Emily, you're entitled to your opinion, but it's not welcome here. I don't mind, really discussing that, but what can I say other than, yes, I agree. I personally can't free Palestine. I would if I could. Here's what I can do. I can do what Eric LaPointe was saying. I can turn within. I can discover my own sense of peace. I can offer that to the world. Through my own healing, others are healed. Through the healing of others, I am healed. We give what we receive. That's what I can do. That's the only thing I can do. That's actually the only thing that Emily can do. She could be the world's greatest political activist. It's not going to matter. unless people change from within, conditions, it's like the boy in Denmark who put his finger in the dike to stop the flow of water, and it just comes out 1,000 other places. Turn within, find the solution. Do not seek to change the world, seek to change your perception of the world. I can agree with Emily 1,000%, and I do. It's not going to matter to her, though. Nightmare says, Emily, nobody dislikes you here. We've let you speak, haven't we? This is true. T says, please stop spamming the same message. This isn't a channel for political reviews. It's about peace, love, and healing, not about war. Absolutely. And that's how you get rid of war. Within ourselves. See, Toy Pup says, be kind and spread positively. You'll get the attention you're looking for. You won't be getting the attention here, though, Bunny. Is that Bunny or Honey? I think it's Honey. I like Bunny better, though, to be honest with you. But as I said, you know, Emily's got a platform. She's got a YouTube channel. She could be shouting her message, and I'll be there. I'll check her out. I'll even share her view out. 100%. Hey, Ginger. Nice to see you. Toy Pup says, this is safe chat, full of love. We not support anything negative. This is true. T says, please respect the channel. As this theme says, please respect the channel. It's about love here. Warning. Toy Pup says, we love you, Emily. Emily, please take a deep breath. Breathe, honey. Or 10. 10's the perfect number. Eric LaPointe says, we like you, Emily. This is true. T says, Yogi, in the UK, we have weekly protests. I've heard that. Disrupting everyone's business and social lives about this. It's very disruptive in the UK. They came ready to get away from political speech. Yeah, it's very, very seldom that politics ever enter the discussion. And it's very, very quick if it does. Let's see, man, this is going to be hard for me to say. Selma, kind girl, love your toy pups. Support channel says hi. Well, thank you. Nightmare says, Bumblebee, you are totally correct. Here in Scotland, it is a nightmare. Pardon the pun. So what did, well, I was going to say, what are they actually protesting? But we don't need to get into that tonight. I'm only going to talk for about 5 more minutes. So let's definitely end it on a continuous note of peace, continuous note of love. I'm waiting to see if Eric LaPointe agrees with my the pookiest of all live streamers, being Goga. Let's see, we got a Emily, hi sweetheart. T says, let's move on. Ginger says, not to mention, about 180 mile per hour winds. I hope Florida holds together. I do too, Ginger. Thank you for that update. T says, hi, Ginger, how are you? Selma, kind girl, love our toy pups, says, how close did I get to pronouncing that correctly? Emily, hi, sweetheart. T says, Yogi, I'm sleeping better and not exhausted. Man, that's such a great positive sign, T. Theme Park says, hi, Ginger. Ginger says, I'm good. My 8-year-old had to tell me. Had to tell you, about the storm. Gotcha. Nightmare says, I know exactly what you're talking about, Bumblebee. I'm afraid things will probably get worse before they get better. T says, well, 180 miles per hour, that's bonkers. Yeah, it is. Ginger says hi to everyone. So, I'm going to get ready to, let's see, Toy Pup says, be right back, guys. Cleaning my puppy crate. I saw on your live stream that you're going to school. What are you taking? Ginger says he is scared for his grandma and great grandma. Yeah, I bet. But if they're in Florida, they are experienced hurricane people. They will know if they stay, what to do, or if they leave, exactly what to do. Selma Kind Girl says, hi, theme parks and more. Hi, puppy mommy. Toy Pup says, Selma, hey, Twiki Bear. Theme parks is sending some heart emojis. T says, Nightmare London has a lot of tourists and socialize and business, all disruptive and no consideration. It's not the UK. In the war, they should protest over there. Ginger says they're comparing it to Katrina. Wow. Toy Pup says, Selma, we're coloring tonight, okay? Are you going to color live stream? So, again, I'm going to get ready to wrap things up. 7:30. Themes is doing a live stream. So, swing on by, show some support, share him out, hit the like button, participate, hang out with Theme. 7, Skeeter is going to be fishing. Probably lakeside again, probably catfish again. Say hi to Skeeter and Mrs. Skeeter. Those guys are, man, heart and soul of Pennsylvania. They are everything I love about Pennsylvania. T says, Nightmare, we have a lot of rain in the last 3 weeks in England. What's Scotland like? I believe it's been raining in Scotland too. Ginger says, but he is asking if we can go down. I said, when it's clear, we are leaving Sunday. T says, Ginger, are you near Florida? He's farther north than Florida. He's safe, but he has family in Florida. Toy Pup says, yes, around 9-ish. ASMR, guys, you might be hypnotized. There might be some super chats flying around. I can only speak of personal experiences. I get this sudden urge to give super chats. Super chat's just another expression of love. It's a way for you to show your pookiness. So I'm just saying, if you're there, you never know what might happen. Toy Pup says, okay. Nightmare says, totally agree, Bumblebee. We've had terrible weather, and today has been a completely washed out. Selma says, okay, Puppy Mommy, I'm excited. Toy Pup says, if you guys tag us in a share, we'll be there. We promise to try. Thank you. Hey, Sean, how are you? Selma says, yes. T says, Nightmare, I went to Sainsbury, but it was very light rain, but it got heavier tonight. Ginger says, in Tampa. Toy Pup says, oh my God. Let's see. Selma says, Puppy Mommy, my BF held my hand. That's awesome. Toy Pup says, all I heard was my favorite words. Laughing. Super chat. Hey, you know what? Honestly, super chat is an expression of love. Think of super chat, currency. Love is a current. It's a currency of love. You're simply saying, we can consider it a namaste, a way of thanking someone for the love that they're putting out. And man, that's what Lover Toy Pups does. It's a loving channel. I'm always happy to do that. T says he's doing ASMR. Some annoying me, but some things like tingles is good. Nightmare says I live in the Central Belt, Bumblebee, but I heard up north is even worse with lots of floods. Toy Pop says, well to Selma. Selma is happy. Well, good. Toy Pup says our ASMR are fun. They are fun. Her whole live stream is fun. Hey T, if you show up, love our Toy Pups, you will get a song. You will get a Bumblebee T song. And it's a guarantee. Theme Park says, I appreciate all of you. As we do you, Theme, very much. T says, Nightmare, all the moors will have flood water coming after them. I saw some bad floods in UK 50 miles last night. 50 miles away last night. Salma says, Puppy Mummy, let's speak Spanish to each other. T says, we love doing Super Chat, guys, but our card was scammed. So the privileges got taken away. One of the things I love mentioning, for me, I feel I get a Super Chat from each and every one of you by being here. Gift of a moment of your time, moment of attention. It's awesome. Nightmare says, need to go, Eric. Thanks for the awesome live stream. Peace, chat. Yep, I need to go too. T says, Toy Pups might be in bed, sleeping by then, but good luck. Yeah, I'll be asleep, but I will watch the replay tomorrow. Lover Toy Pups is on my list of watch hours. She's getting really close. I wrote it down somewhere. 3,127. Not to mention that YouTube holds 5 days. So you're getting there. What did I say? By the end of the week, let's say within 2 weeks, 100% for sure. T says, Yogi, maybe not tonight. I'm very tired. Understandable. Ginger says, Bumblebee Tuna song. That would work. T says, Ginger, not in the UK. I'm a bee with a sting, so behave yourself. Sean says, I had a late night. I was up doing my puzzle until 4:30 a.m. Man, that is a late night. Your late night, I had already been awake for a little over 2 hours. I hope you finished the puzzle, Sean. Hola, como este? That's the extent of my Spanish. I used it all up. Ginger says, I'm waiting for the last laugh of the night. T just gave it to you. Ginger muffins. Sean, I was crafting till about 4:30 one night last week. Well, hey, Tim. Tim says, sup, Brother Yogi, and everyone in the chat. Good to see you. Sorry I've been so extremely busy. No need to apologize, my friend. I always appreciate it when you can come by and just to say hi. T says, hi, Tim. Good to see you. It is good to see you. We saw Tim yesterday over at Optimobs. Someone says, my BF hugs me every day. That's awesome. Tim says, Bumblebee. All right, guys, so I need to wrap things up. I'll be back tomorrow. I got the 5 a.m. live stream. I do not expect everyone to show up for that. I don't expect anyone to do anything, to be honest with you. Which makes everything a very happy surprise when it happens. Selma says, I love being with you guys here. Well, thank you. And I hope you become a regular. I hope you show up often and chat with us. Tim says, well, at least I got to chat. I got to say hello. You did, and that's much appreciated. Ginger says, nice. Bumblebee T. T says, Yogi, love and peace to all. Love and peace to you, my friend T. Tim says, 5 a.m. I'm driving to work. Ginger says, yes, good night. Salma says, I love you guys so much. Love you too, my friend. Ginger just gave a like. Appreciate that. Salma says, you guys are my friends. And we can always use friends. I can always use a new friend. So thank you. Much appreciated. All right. With that, Ginger says, tap the like. Much appreciated, guys. I'm going to see everyone tomorrow. I'll be live through the day. I'll be looking for you guys when you're live. Tim says, Ginger. Emily says, Viva, Viva Palestina. All right. Amen to that, Emily. Ginger says, yes, Tim. Someone says, double tap the screen and like the live. Double tap your screen. All right. With those words, thank you, Selma. Thank you very much. I'm going to see everyone tomorrow. Don't forget, Skeeter, theme, and then later we have Laboratory Pops, about 9ish. I think 9ish will be, they're behind. Man, my time zones are all messed up. Hit the notification button, and you'll know when she's live. Guys, I'll see y'all later.